Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be bringing you my video review of the IUI Design Mirror Boombox. This is Mini branded, so if you are a fan of Mini's vehicles, this might be a product to pick up. It's available in 3 different designs, each of which are priced at $150 from mirrorboombox.com. I would also like to thank IUI Design for sending this over to me for review. So here's the packaging. It's quite nice. There's a little handle at the top if you'd like to carry it around. It's also for when they're holding it up on shelves or hangers. On this side of the packaging, it lists some of the features. I'll be going over those after I go over the packaging. Here's the back, nothing to see there. On this side, it tells you the devices it works with. It'll work with anything really, because this does have a 3.5mm audio jack on the back, so you could hardwire for audio. Here we see a licensed by BMW AG sticker, so you know this is an authentic product. And there's also a Skype logo. The speaker has a microphone inside, so you are able to handle audio calls through pretty much anything that uses a Bluetooth device, which includes Skype. So let's go ahead and get into the packaging. There are a couple of things on the side that you push in, and then you'll be able to lift up on this clear portion like that. Here is the mirror itself. Looks quite nice. This is the black jack design, if you're wondering. Put that off to the side for now. There are some accessories included, of course. So once we remove that, we're exposed the accessory compartment. So here is the quick start guide. You want to keep this handy so you can learn how to pair it. This also has NFC, so if you have an NFC Windows Phone or Android device, you could just put that on this NFC sticker and it will go ahead and pair to your device very quickly. Here we have a Mirror Boombox Mini branded microfiber cloth. You want to keep this handy if you want to clean off the fingerprints, because the glossy materials, they are fingerprint magnet, so you'll want to clean it off every so often. You have a micro USB cable for charging, and you have a bunch of adapters, which could be used with this wall adapter. There's a USB port on the bottom, so you just attach one of the adapters onto the wall adapter or the wall charger itself, and you're good to go, depending on which country or region you are in. I have my own micro USB cables and chargers, so I've been using that. Some of the features of this device include Bluetooth 3.0, and like I said, there is a microphone inside, so this does act as a speakerphone. It has NFC for very quick pairing. It has 8 watts of output power, integrated rechargeable batteries rated for up to 8 hours of playback time. And while I haven't been paying exact attention to the numbers I've been getting, I'd have to say I've been coming pretty close to those numbers. It does support some advanced audio codecs for Bluetooth. It also has voice prompts for various device statuses, including battery life. It has a touch panel at the top for adjusting volume and to go into pairing mode. It supports multi-point connection for up to 2 devices. And lastly, it does have the 3.5mm auxiliary input on the back. So here's the front. You can see your speaker grill here, and here we have a mirror. Not too sure if you see these on camera, but there are fingerprints all over the place. I left those there specifically so you can see that obviously it does attract fingerprints. We have a Mini logo here. There's also a status LED behind that, which you should be able to see once I turn it on. Here we have the NFC area, and here's the black jack design. It looks quite nice. Not too sure if you can see the fingerprints, but there are plenty of them. On the back, we do have our 3.5mm input, the USB port for charging, and on the bottom we have this rubber pad to keep the speaker from moving around your surface, because this will definitely vibrate a little bit when you turn the volume up and listen to bassy music, as I will demonstrate in a moment. Lastly, on the bottom we do have an on-off switch, so we'll turn that on. On the front you'll notice some lights that are representing the 3 touch buttons at the top. They'll light up once you're actually pressing them. Obviously, the battery is low, so those are the types of audio indicators that you will hear from the unit. So, for instance, if I touch the volume down button, you'll see it light up more on the mirror display. The center button will allow you to go into Bluetooth pairing, and I believe it allows you to answer phone calls. When you get it, you could just tap on the middle.
Battery low.
If you tap it once,
Battery low.
You'll get battery status. It's very easy to use. Once you turn it on, it's automatically in Bluetooth pairing mode, or if the device that it's previously been connected to is on, it'll go ahead and automatically connect to it. And again, that's up to 2 devices. So on my iPhone 5S, I'll turn the Bluetooth on. Choose Mirror Boombox.
Your device is connected.
And obviously we are connected. Now I'm not sure if Android devices support this, but on iOS, in the status bar, it'll show you the little Bluetooth indicator as well as a little battery bar, which will show you the battery life remaining in your Bluetooth device. It has about 15 to 20% it looks like. So let's go ahead and find a song to test with. I've been listening to Skrillex's latest album quite a bit. I'm enjoying it. So you can adjust the volume on both the speaker itself as well as your device. I would recommend turning the speaker or the volume on the speaker up to about 80% and then do the rest of your adjustments using your device. So that means it's up all the way. Let's turn it down just a tad, like so. And let's go ahead and play the song. But I will say that the audio quality from the speaker is very good. It handles the high frequencies, the mids very well. The bass actually will greatly depend on the surface that you put the speaker on. So it's just on this little flat, thin table here. There's not going to be that much bass. But for example, I've been leaving this on top of my dresser, and the bass just went through the roof. It actually sounds pretty good overall. So hopefully you could get a small idea as to what the audio quality is like through this little listening sample. Now, when you first start playing the audio through the speaker, I keep stopping the music to mention more things, but when you first start playing audio through the speaker, the audio volume will be low, but it will slowly go up to whatever you have set on both your speaker and your device. Also, when I first turned it on, you heard the engine rev sound. That's a neat touch, but sometimes it does get annoying, especially if you turn this on and off often. You have to hear that every time you turn the speaker on. There might be a way to turn it off. I haven't looked in the manual for that, but if there is, great. If there's not a way to turn that off, then it's a little bit disappointing. That's just a minor issue. And before I actually play the audio sample, the top here, like I said, you do have your 3 touch buttons, volume up, volume down, and your system button. You can see it'll pause and play your songs. It'll answer speakerphone calls and those types of things. The plus circle and your minus symbols are actually on this sticker at the top. It's not actually on this black rim, which I found to be a bit disappointing. The speaker actually looks a little cheap. It just takes away from the design a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, but it just doesn't look as elegant as if it was gone. So it would have just been nice if those symbols were actually printed onto the black rim here. Maybe there were issues where they tried that before and the coloring actually came off after a while. I'm not too sure, but this sticker here just wasn't really that good of an idea in my opinion. So now let's go ahead and listen to this song a little bit. Here we go. You could hear the volume slowly increasing through the speaker itself. So hopefully you saw that this speaker was vibrating quite a bit, and it's kind of funny seeing that happen sometimes, but this definitely packs quite a bit of bass and vibration from a speaker this size. And like I said, depending on what you actually place it on, the bass can be much higher than on some other surfaces. Overall, I would have to say that audio quality is really good for what you're getting. It's $150. I imagine that there are Bluetooth speakers that are much cheaper that sound probably just as good, but of course you are paying for the Mini branding and things like that. So if you do happen to be a fan of Mini, I really think that this would be a great addition to maybe a collection that you might have of Mini products, your car, for example, if you have one. The audio is generally well balanced for all types of genres.
Battery low.
Yes, we know that. I've been using this mainly for electronic music and it sounds great. It could fill an entire room very easily. I imagine you could use this at little parties or gatherings as well. So overall, this is a very good speaker. It's a bit elevated in terms of price, but that's mainly because of the official licensing with Mini. It looks good, the audio quality is great, and all around this is a great Bluetooth speaker to consider if you happen to have $150 and you want something that you know will be good, or if you're just a fan of Mini and you want to pick this up. So that was my quick video review, quick in quotes, of the IUI Design Mini Boombox. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video, so thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.